Next up, we actually have an exclusive session delivered by Nalantis, and it's called The World Went Mobile, Did Your Recruitment Tools Follow? So with that, I'd like to welcome Frank Aernout, CEO of Nalantis, to the stage. Please give him a hand.
Good morning. Can everybody understand me well enough so I don't have to shout? All right, this session will, don't worry, when sponsors announce speeches, it looks like, oh, they're going to sell us something. I'm not selling you anything at all right? You're welcome to come to our booth. There's lots to be sold, but this is not about selling, right? Actually, this is about kicking your conscience a bit. This is about asking you, are you doing the right thing? Are we doing the right thing, okay? And if that is a bit too much in your face, then don't worry, I'm European, so that's already one handicap that I've got. But we're Belgian, we're as sweet as our chocolate and as our beer, so, you know, don't hold anything against me. This is the world that we live in. This is when I say mobile, the world has gone mobile. This is the world that we live in. We're all chatting, Instagramming, hip chatting, we're always on our phone. And the whole world has gone mobile. Mobile in many more reasons than just we use the phone, and I'll get to that. And I'm going to challenge you if you are really using your recruitment tools as they are the way the world is. Did you follow? Actually, the answer is no, but I don't want to give that in at the start. I'll tell you why it's no. When I say the world has gone mobile, what do I mean? Well, there's about 4.6 billion phones on this planet, and as soon as you put the number on there, it's outdated already. 4.6 billion phones. In the US, they send over 100 messages a day per person. 100. That is your WhatsApps, your SMSs, your whatever, over 100. And then you get to numbers which become hard to write. WeChat has about 40 billion messages sent a day. I mean, I'll challenge you to write 40 billion in a number. It's quite a long number. And if you thought that was something, in 2018, somebody somehow calculated that over 10 trillion messages were sent. Honestly, I don't know how much that is, but it looks like an awful lot of messages. So the only point I'm making is we're doing everything all the time, anywhere, any place on our phones. On our mobile devices, tablets, phones, all the thingies in between. Is it a phone? Is it a tablet? You know, all these things. We're on mobile all the time. That's not the only definition of going mobile. In the olden days, people would take a job, get bored, get old, and that was it. And you would have one job, you know, for the whole of your life. But now we're all getting mobile. That's another aspect of mobility. Because we all want this work-life balance. So what do? We work somewhere for a year, we take a sabbatical, we go and work somewhere else, we live in another country, and we do that. It's no longer the old, I'm here to stay, it's I'm here to not stay and to travel around. So we get mobile in the sense that we use our life and we live our life in a different way. We also used to work at one company. I mean, ask our parents, well, I can ask my parents or your grandparents what they did. And they worked in one company because that was the best place to work with, and that's where you stayed. Right now, you're working for different companies at the same time, one after another, so things have changed. So the world has not just gone mobile in the very literal sense that we're on this thing the whole time, but we're also mobile in the sense that we get much more experiences. We live different lives all at the same time. So that must have an impact on recruiting. That must have an impact when you're talking to people and when you want to hire somebody. It can't be the same. Now, let's go back and do a bit of history on recruiting. In the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, recruiting was easy. A recruiter would go to his desk, write up a job description, put it in a Saturday paper, newspaper, which everybody read, not on their phone, but on the real, you know, at the breakfast table, you would buy 2 or 3 newspapers and look through all the ads. And that was it. And you would write your loveliest CV, put it in an envelope, send it with love. Recruiter would come and wait until you were there, and then read you and maybe give you a job or not. That's how it went. And then in the 70s, things changed. Then new things were invented, and job boards, first the physical ones, job conventions came up. And you would go there, still with your good old CV, you know, you printed 25 of them, and you were going from one booth to another, and I love you, I love your company, and the next one you loved even better, and you gave your CV. It became a bit more complex, but it was same old in a new package. Things got created, the internet, you know, the big web started to grow. And things came up like Career Builder, Monster.com. I still don't know what happened in the first board meeting of that company when somebody said, you know how we're going to call our company, our job platform? Monster. But it happened, and that was actually their first logo. I mean, they've improved since, but oh no, there's their logo. So that was the 70s. It changed. Yes, there were physical marketplaces where you go and drop your CV. There were now digital marketplaces where you could go and drop your CV, but it was still the same. And then this big thing, this internet thing, started growing, and more initiatives came about, and you could go and try to find jobs, and it all got a bit more digitalized. The job boards, the job conferences, they still exist, but it got less and less frequented, and everything started happening on the web. Still with some rather typical CVs, and then it moved on, and now a sourcing strategy, whereas in the good old days it was, let's put the ad in the newspaper and they'll come to us. Right now, when you want to find somebody, sourcing strategies start looking like this. With 101 or 1,001 different angles to take, internet, not internet, you know, everything. Now you have to find a whole strategy because your good old classified in the Saturday newspaper doesn't work anymore. So this is how it looks like to recruit. Okay, when this all happened, when people started doing everything, everywhere, anytime, any place on their mobiles, when people started moving abroad from, you know, one country to another, one company to another, one company with another, all of that, it must have an impact on recruiting. So did you guys, I'll address you personally so you feel, you know, like offended. Did you have your recruitment tools follow that? Did you work the way that your candidates work? Well, everybody says, oh yeah, now for some drama, you have to be mobile or die, you know. I know it's nonsense, but, you know, you need a drama. Halfway the presentation, you need a bit of drama. So you got to be mobile. Then people say, oh yeah, but we've covered that. We've got a really nice website, a job platform. We got our career pages. It's all good. When people come to us, yeah, it's good. All right, so I looked at a couple of them. And I'm asking you, and all the examples are from big international companies, and I'm asking you, do you think what I'm going to show you is the way that this new mobile, literally and in any kind of sense, person wants to find jobs? You think they're happy when they see that, when they go to your job page, and this is what they fill out to find a job with you? You think that's fun? You think that's up to, you know, that's 2019, 2020 for you? Not really. This, I mean, I'd rather go somewhere else than having to fill out, you know, 101 questions. And even the ones who said, no, we'll make it nice. We'll make it with pictures and stuff. Look what I got to do. I mean, I have to tick all of these boxes. Which country do I work? Which state? Which city? What do I know? What do I care? What function? What do I know? I mean, I want to do something which suits me, which takes care of my competences, which looks at my skills. I don't know where I want to work and what my title is. I got to fill out all these boxes, and then I'll be presented with 1,000 jobs ranging from Germany. I mean, this is not what I want to do. Even the good old what and where. I mean, what do I know? I need to fill out a job title? Job titles don't exist anymore. I mean, HR people are called 150 different things, amongst which a chief happiness officer. I mean, good luck typing in that you want to be a chief happiness officer and finding an HR job. I mean, it doesn't work. Wouldn't it be nicer if you could just go to a career page and there's something nice and friendly that says, you know what, just give me your CV. Give me your CV. We'll get it analyzed. We'll look at your competences, your skills, the way you are, and then we'll see what we have that suits you. And just go there, you upload your CV, any shape or form, you get something really nice back in analysis. Oh, wow, this is who I am. Yeah, and you could actually do it by uploading a CV, or if you don't have it handy there, you just type it. You say, I'm a marketing manager, I like traveling, I'm in the automotive, you just type it, and you could do that. Or when you're on your phone, you don't even have to type it, you can just say it. Because a phone, people talk to phones. Did you realize that? People talk to phones. So why, when they go to your career page on their phone, why couldn't they say who they are? You know, that's not rocket science, right? Phone, talk to. Still, no recruitment tool has that. So what if you could just leave your information there, you get something back and the system says, hey, wow, this is you, this is your DNA. Wow, you know, whether you're a plumber or the CEO of a multinational whatever, I mean, this is my work DNA. And then that gets analyzed and you get presented jobs that fit you, that are you. Doesn't matter what title they are, whether they're a lead counsel, inbound and development manager, or a senior executive, it doesn't matter. I mean, they're jobs that suit you. Wouldn't that already be nicer? I would actually think so. But then people say, yeah, but okay, but that's fine. Maybe our website isn't the greatest, but hey, we got the app. We've built the app. And then I'm saying, really? Did you build the app? Or did you make your website in responsive design so it looks good on a phone? That's not the same thing. Being on a mobile is not the same as thinking mobile and being mobile. So, you know, most of the apps that I see, they don't do that. These are apps that you find. This is how I want to start looking for jobs on my phone? Really? Wait, I gotta take a sip here. There have been 7 speakers today already because there's 7 half-empty bottles. So this is not what you want to find on your phone. This is not how you work. It would be nicer if you could do the same as what I showed on the website. You just go to the web page on your phone. You write something, you type something, a short description of yourself, or you say it. You get a nice analysis, and you get shown jobs that suit you. That is, first of all, that is mobile, true mobile working. Secondly, it's much more rewarding than having a list of 1,000 jobs that you don't want anyway. So then again, think about your apps. Was it rather the website with, you know, with responsive design, or was it truly mobile? Actually, I think a lot of us used the first one. Well, not us, because, you know, talk, as I said, talk to the phone. That's what it was built for in the first place. So talk to it. Just say, if you don't want to write it, say who you are, and the system will analyze it and will give you jobs. Chatbots. Do you have a chatbot? Everybody wants a chatbot. What does it do? It says what you want as a job. You say marketing manager, bam, you give them 59 jobs for marketing manager. Or is it a chatbot that you can really have a chat with? Hey, so who are you, Frank? What's your job? I was a marketing director. Oh, what do you do? Well, I specialize in social media and this and that. And you have a chat, but a real chat. I mean, it says chat bot, not just bot, right? Not just the thing that pops up, I'm Susie, and she asks you 2 questions, and you get a zillion jobs that are not for you. So make it, you know, make it something that you can talk to. Video CVs, I'm actually always surprised, and I did a little tour, so I don't think there's any video CV builder in the house. But actually, I'm always a bit disappointed with video CVs that seem to be the up-and-coming thing for the last 10 years, and then it didn't break through. Honestly, when I look at a video CV, I'm just looking at the way the person behaves and the way they comb their hair, but there's nothing more that this video CV gives me, because the most important thing, what they say, I don't get that back. I just have to listen, write it down if I'm fast enough, and that's it. Wouldn't it be cool if you had a tool that, other than looking at the way they combed their hair and how they behaved, you would also get an insight in the competences of this person, the skills, the work experience? So why is that not in the tools? Why is there not a simple plugin that analyzes what was said? Well, I know why, because it's tough to do, but it should be there, because that is what this thing was meant for. So I think we live in a mobile world, mobile because we use the thing all the time, and mobile because we move around the whole time. I think in a mobile world, you need to make sure that when you do recruitment, that people can talk to you in any which way. Do they want to send you a CV? Yes, but please don't make it Don't make them have to chop it up in your pre-filled boxes. Make sure they can just upload it. Make sure they can talk to you on the phone. Make sure they can write to you. Make sure they can talk to you in any which way they want. The good old days of the classified ads on Saturday where people would send in a document is over. Make sure that your recruitment efforts follow that. Yes, I know it's hard. It's technology. It's technology, and in HR, we don't like technology because it's all human and it's about the people. Forget that. I mean, it's always man, machine, man, or woman, machine, man. I'm trying to be as gender neutral as possible. I do apologize. You use that technology. It's not for the technology. It's because the world has gone that way. You know, don't say that you don't want these analyzers and whatever. It's what you need. Make sure that you use it and that you embrace it. These are the people we talk to. This is the way that we live. This is what we need to do. So I'll rephrase that question. Did you go mobile? Did you go truly mobile? Do you address people in your recruitment efforts that way? Do you assess people, information, the way they do? Do you acknowledge that fact, and do you value the people? If you don't, look around. There's plenty of good things out there. I know one of them who can help you. They're at booth 15. Actually, I may be there as well. But that was not the whole objective. The whole objective was just to tell you things that you know, that were all mobile, and other things that we did know but didn't really want to admit is that we didn't all follow suit. And I think we should. That's what I wanted to say. I was Frank Aernout. We are Nalantis, and I thank you.